As Samson, Ishmael, Lucia, Takshan, and Luft. Lucia, you are riding on the back of the water-soaked cat air elemental Luft. Takshan leading the way. There was nothing but serenity and calmness throughout these white-tiled halls. And as continuing travel northward, the direction that everyone has chosen, anything that Lucia's thinking about, anything she would like to say to anyone, anything she would like to do in this moment.
As you did, but it's also just very uncharacteristic of me to yell like that, so just wanted to apologize.
He'll smile. He'll say, I mean, if it makes you any feel better, kind of used to that sort of treatment from Ishmael there. And he kind of turns around and Ishmael's currently he's like got his, he's turned around watching your guys six a little ways away. And he kind of slaps your thigh, because you're mounted on the left, kind of slaps your thigh reassuringly.
Well, you might be used to it from Ishmael, but, I know I don't like getting yelled at, and I don't know. I just wanted to apologize, because I did feel a bit bad afterwards.
Hey,
it's not really like a leader to scream unprofessional like that to her teammates. So that's really all it was. I just wanted to apologize and sweep a little bit of it under the rug.
He smiles and says, I appreciate that. Thank you for keeping an eye on us and leading the team. I very much appreciate it. Goes to squeeze your hand a little bit. And he will continue trotting along. As at this point you guys aren't going through this sneaking hall, but more so finally stepping on dry tiles at this point. You're not quite fully on the water, so you're just kind of navigating on dry tiles, going through a straight hall.
I'm curious about what you would think. I'm sure Isaac and Sarah might have a more passive view on things. I just wanted your input.
I appreciate that, Lulu. So I'll give it to you straight. I don't think our uncle really... I really don't think our uncle is fit for it, but I mean, who else is going to take over the throne after Dad, passed away? I mean, he's leading the hotel just fine enough, but if it was my choice, honestly, just between you and me, I think I could run the hotel just fine, but...
That kind of vibe about you, but I mean, you have your own PI stuff you want to do, right?
Yeah, not real. I mean, I could see myself running the hotel, but that would mean I would have to give up some of the private investigation work, and I do really enjoy that.
What it was called,
which is run by the Rayn Clan.
Which is run by the Rayn Clan, but it's specifically their Ishmael and Isaac's and Samson's is their uncle, and the uncle pulled some really shitty tactics and maneuvers, and when it should have gone to one of the siblings, he instead made it get to him, and he's been kind of running it only okay, nothing too grand. But Ishmael, the last time they spoke, had some choice words for him. But we are actually, that being said, we are at that point, and we are currently navigating through the pool rooms with Lucia a lot more relaxed. Now that she's had a day to kind of sleep on it, and also the pool room's water doing wonders for her.
Sarah, Ishmael, and Isaac, they're going to be wanting to fight for that position again, but I feel like our future is not with the hotel, I feel like our future's with Cloudspire, with, hopefully, Grand Princess Griselda, and her company of elite soldiers, I shouldn't say soldiers, because they're not really soldiers, more like guardians,
Guardians, knights, stuff like that. Yeah. I can see that. You guys definitely have more grand ambitions than whatever this fucking hotel is like. Percy, how deep is the water now? Is it still like, would Lucy have to be swimming to get through it?
Not anymore. No, you guys at this point are it's like ankle high.
Okay,
You guys were originally on like dry tile, just like normal tiles, but now like you're kind of in a room similar to this, where there's like light peering in through these pillars and whatnot.
It's free from Lucia using it as a boat. But she'll say, okay, well, is there anything I should know about, your uncle when we meet him? Because I imagine when we get to the hotel, speak to the owner, he might be able to tell us where this Wilfred guy is.
Yeah, no, listen,
Surely,
I can probably talk to Unk. Y'all can probably talk to Unk. Just gotta keep Ishmael on the down low. I mean, he can come with us, of course. I don't wanna... Listen, he's my senior, right? He's the oldest, the four of us. At the end of the day, if he's got some choice words, I can't really stop him. Not unless I want to take a roundhouse kick to the face.
Well, the way I see it, as long as we get our prisoner, we get Wilfred in our clutches, the hotel, whatever parting words Ishmael has for his uncle, that's on him. The Ashara business is over with by then.
We will need to talk to Uncle David, though. We gotta let him know that we're here to arrest someone at the hotel, because ever since he took over from our grandfather, he established a rule of neutrality, that people can take refuge at the hotel if need be. So that's probably what Wilfred's doing right now. We'll need to appeal to Uncle David to see, and if he says no, then we're at a roadblock, and Wilfred can just taunt us. Of course, we can ignore the rules, and that's something I might suggest. I'm sure Ishmael would suggest the same, but do we want to make an enemy out of him?
I would doubt we would want to make an enemy out of it. If this is a place of neutrality, we want to try and do things as... And she's going to look as very annoyed and say, we gotta, do things by the book, as Fran would want us to do. So,
good. You just don't ever put me... I prefer not to.
No, I get it. One of the things our father taught us at an early age was to learn how to swim. Can't be a Rayn without learning how to swim and dive underwater and all that stuff. Especially since this is technically our home territory. Although, not this specific section, but, the hotel and elsewhere. If you can't navigate certain places, there are certain tunnels here that's just... And if you can't hold your breath and swim around, then you gotta take the longer way around, or you just gotta return back. And us Rayns, well, we can navigate these halls pretty damn well.
Well, good to know. I quite frankly, it still creeps me out, and we've been walking for quite a while.
I remember Isaac, Samson and Sarah, they were freaking out and crying, and honestly, I just started punching the wall to get someone's attention. And then, I don't know, putting myself in a position of leadership was not something I was expecting to do for my siblings, but at the end of the day, we found our dad and our mom, and things worked out.
That is very much like you then, Samson. Punching to get attention, eh?
Yeah, I mean, it worked, right?
Suppose it did. So, what's your plan while heading to the Lukewarm Hotel?
Yeah, the hotel. It's been, what? Yeah. Uncle David's sitting on that throne, it just feels like an insult to my father's memory.
I can see that. Ever asked him how he feels about the situation?
Who, our uncle?
I know I was outside looking in, but he's your father's brother, is he not?
Yeah. He was pretty quick. He was pretty quick with acquiring the hotel. Not soon after he heard that our dad wasn't going to be coming back anytime soon.
didn't mourn him at all? Didn't try to look for him?
I don't know. And at this point, it's a little too late, isn't it? Kind of clenches his fist. Oh, man. I don't know how you do it, Talk Sean. Every time. You don't understand. I've gotten so much stronger since last time. I feel
You believe that it might be your right, and that you can do it now compared to before, but it's because you can fight back, they don't have to. Not necessarily, obviously. I mean, I'm not gonna completely side with your uncle, am I? I know you more than him. But I have a feeling that, and we'll know when a hostile takeover is inevitable.
It's a deep sigh, one that you feel like could contain like Luft's whole being. That's how much air he probably just exhaled. And he says, "All right, you win again this time. I will do my damnedest to hold back my fury when we go speak to him. You're right. The mission comes first. My grievance with him can come at a later date."
There's always no time.
He hangs his head a little low before realizing he's falling behind the others and quickens his pace.
Yeah, she values her freedom of movement. There's no such thing here.
There is at a point where you guys do come across a hallway with an open. There's no ceiling. It's just like a section of it that just has no ceiling and just open blue sky. Love kind of flies up for a little bit before coming back down, and there's a general sense of further unease flying above what appears to be the structure. And the best way Love could put it to you, at least, is that going above into the skies, it gives her a great sense of unease and uncertainty, even though it should be the only place in this whole level that would give her some measure of relief, but in fact gives her the opposite, which is a bit more concerning. You know how like you hold up a cat, he's kind of like got his hands under your armpit and just kind of like raising you up a little bit.
Dude, Takshan got it, don't worry.
Yeah, and Takshan can dry you off.
Dude. Okay, good. But yeah, Samson does that, and Lucy will say, "You know, I always wished I was a bit taller." This is a bit degrading, a little bit.
Samson goes, "No, you're cuter when you're shorter."
You know, if our luck's right, maybe Luft could turn into a genie and give you more height.
Yeah.
Could you imagine wasting a wish like that? Like, what idiot would just be like, I can wish for anything. Make me 3 inches taller. No, 4 inches taller.
Ishmael says from the back, "People have wished for more stupid things, I assure you."
Spot to say.
Probably.
Sandalphon is also one of the famous former humans who ascended to celestialhood. In life on Earth, they were known as the Prophet Elijah, and they became Sandalphon upon their prophetic missions against the deity Baal, or Baal Adad, and their loyalty to Yahweh. As in fact, the Elijah's name does mean "my God is Yahweh." Why this square here is in honor of Sandalphon, you're not sure. Regardless, you'll make your way inside, and I will transition you all here.
Fram, just an update. We've reached the location called Sandalphon Square. It's just giving him an update as to their whereabouts.
Gotcha.
Because that's what he told us when he asked us to do.
When you enter and get your way out of the small black tunnel, everyone reaching out, a figure, a large bestial figure, stands at a raised dais to the north. And both of you instantly recognize what this creature is. You have done your, if you've paid attention to Dr. Fram's biology, this is indeed a sphinx that is keeping watch from a distance. Owns the Lukewarm Hotel, but as far as the rest of level 37 is concerned, that's no man's land. We can't just say we're Rayn and just pass through.
Right, okay. Well, let's answer this,
Come on, Lulu, you're smart, bro. You can do this. Look at your grades.
Gonna...
Also, did you get a bigger robe?
What do you mean?
Like I don't see your boobs popping out as much.
Oh. Yeah, Isaac insisted I get a bigger robe.
Ishmael goes, what a shame.
So, and Lucy will go, yeah, it's still too tight though, and she's going to unzip it a little bit.
Both of them unapologetically stare.
Loft
Alright.
is, Tucker's petting Loft.
Ishmael's just staring.
I'm pretty sure they're all ready.
Samson goes, yeah, they're pretty nice.
Well, you guys don't have tits, okay? This shit's uncomfy.
Samson smirks. And as you kind of look around, ignoring his smirk, as far as you're aware, this does appear to be a safe zone. Aside from the Sphinx, should someone decide to anger it. And
Alright, well...
you can see that there are small celestial runes. 2 of them here. Ones that you recognize from Philana's lessons. Philana being the Fearbog that you guys, your Fearbog professor that you guys, whose religious classes you guys attend. Those are summoning circles. If the Sphinx wished to summon summon Celestials to aid it in combat.
Alright, well...
Copy and pasted. What always runs but never walks, often murmurs, never talks, has a bed but never sleeps, an open mouth that never eats.
You think all sphinxes have like severe autism?
Lucio will raise a hand.
Yes,
say-
pink one.
This isn't an answer to the riddle, but do you know how many riddles do you have us are gonna have us answer?
3 in total, as was commanded by me.
Okay, cool. Lucio will kind of turn back and say,
I think it's
Well?
a special interest.
"Yeah, probably." Well, what do you guys think?
Ishmael goes, I hate riddles, so, I mean...
Okay.
What do you guys think? The 2 NPCs that have the answer?
Percy, is there a check to get a clue for the riddle?
Yeah, you can make a nature check.
Okay.
It's definitely water, related to water, in some way. No.
No, come on.
There you go.
Oh, thank
I see the word bed and I immediately think of riverbed. But
That's
do
what
rivers?
I'm thinking.
I mean, if you think so, Lucy will turn around and say, "The answer is a river."
Correct. Good answer, pink one.
I'm saying I don't think I'm very confident in it.
Let's see. Give us just a few more minutes. I'm sorry, Mr. Sphinx.
Very well. He puts a few clams in his mouth and starts crunching.
Okay.
I got time to
I mean,
pass.
operating off of what you said, Takshan, they're loud. They're always running, so they're never still. They're I mean, I guess they could be bright if like the sun hits them in a certain way. Because have you ever tried to stare at a waterfall that's like got like sunlight on them?
I mean, it's pretty bright, isn't it? It's hard to see through. It's mostly foamy.
Yeah. Fuck it. And Lucy will turn around and say, "Our answer is waterfall."
That is correct. Nice work.
Lucy is going to raise her hand out of the water to give Takshan a high five.
It's a watery clap. Others have traveled through here in search of the hotel. There are passageways leading to both the west and the east. However, the eastern portal has been shut down. Someone hath taken the power crystal. I recommend you all travel to the west.
Alright, that's
Okay.
very kind of you.
Well, yeah, thank you, Mr. Sphinx, or if you have an actual name, I'd call you that.
Sphinx is perfectly fine. And in the name of the Lord, continue onward.
Yeah, of course. Let's just continue onward.
Actually, Takshan's gonna stop up and used to be like, you come up with these rules yourself?
He goes, I mean, there have been thousands of years of riddles that have been postulated and created. All of them slightly modified over the centuries. I would lie if I said I made them up.
It's good ones nonetheless.
Lucia will get up to here, notice the corpse, and like put her hand up behind her and say, we got a corpse over on the right over here. That's weird.
Samson goes, probably major explorer group. That's good. You should go investigate it.
I should?
Ishmael, watch our back here. He'll nod.
Lucy will approach it. The radio cackles with static, the occasional voice breaking through before being swallowed by the hum of the fluorescent lights. The vastness of the pool rooms is disorienting. Every turn seems to lead me deeper into a labyrinth of water and tile. I heard whispers about Clan Rayn before I entered. They were the most powerful family here, a mix of hydromancers and druids who have somehow managed to bend this place to their will. Their mastery over water and nature gives them a significant edge in these flooded halls. They're rumored to control the best kept secrets of the pool rooms, and I can't help but feel a pang of envy. I could use their guidance now, but the thought of approaching them is daunting. Their reputation is as intimidating as is impressive. Yesterday, as I waded through a particularly deep section, I met Wilfred. He's a mouse beastskin, small and quick, with sharp eyes that seem to miss nothing. He introduced himself with a nervous twitch of his whiskers. Something about him felt off. Shortly after, we encountered Edmond, a human man with a quiet demeanor and a piercing gaze. The two of them claimed to be lost explorers like me, but my instincts told me the other would have a better chance of finding our way out together. Yet, every time I glance at them, I can't shake the feeling that they're hiding something. I've caught them exchanging furtive glances when they think I'm not looking. I'm beginning to suspect they might be after something or someone in these halls. Despite my reservations, I agreed to their company for now, traveling alone in this maze of water. It's too risky, but I'm keeping my guard up. I've hidden my journal and map well, ensuring they don't fall into the wrong hands. I'll continue to observe them closely, noting every odd behavior and suspicious glance. Trust is a luxury I can't afford here. The pool rooms have a way of playing tricks on the mind. The constant echo of dripping water, the surreal reflections, and the endless expanse of tiles can drive anyone to paranoia. I need to stay sharp and remember why I'm here. If I can find a way to contact Clan Rayn, perhaps they can help me navigate this place. Until then, I'll tread carefully, eyes and ears open for any sign of betrayal. For now, I press on, one cautious step at a time, ever vigilant in this watery labyrinth. An encounter with Edmond and Wilfred.
Samson approaches, kind of looks over the body and goes, yeah, there's a particular stink about it as well. Looks like it has been for a couple of days. Without opening up he kind of looks over. Lacerations to the neck. There's some bruises onto the arms and upper chest. At least like what I can tell, the hazmat has been ripped and shredded in some places. Nothing more I can really. I'm a medical expert. I'm not into forensic science, so I can't really tell. But that's as much as my PI could tell me at the moment.
All right. Well, I guess it's safe to assume that Wilfred and Edmond jumped this man.
I don't know if it was them per se. Wouldn't surprise me, but don't know.
Okay.
Let's see.
All right.
Wow.
So Lucia, from what you know, Rayn is the older brother to one Joshua Lowe. The two of them were people who teleported to Sarania from one of the many versions of planet Earth.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
You remember?
Where was he? Where the fuck was he?
So,
what one shot was he in?
So Rayn's younger brother Joshua was, and this is something Takshan would know, was briefly affiliated with ABAP before they parted ways.
Because ABAP saved him from something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, that's so fucking... Dude, what a callback. Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah. I mean, we could take a look at the east, but we really should be heading westward if there's nothing. I mean, like I said, wouldn't hurt to take a look, but it's up to you guys. You're the leader here.
How far down is it? How far away is it?
So, upon
Until we get to the portal.
looking in, what Samson can tell you is that the tunnel appears to be full of water. As in, you'll have to swim under, like, basically in water, submerged in water. And it is a fairly long tunnel. Now, I don't know how... I'll have to look into the specific rules about how long characters can hold their breath. But needless to say...
Well, I can
a
hold my
series of
breath
skill
for...
checks.
I can hold my breath for a good bit, but I think it's best if we just take the west entrance and try and find our way. Or try and get to the Lukewarm Hotel and get information there. I'll keep note of that, though, and I'll probably keep that in my report.
As you make the trek across, you come upon what appears to be a very steep wall. Some portions of the tiles seem to be jutting out. Now, what this means is it's about, give or take, 20 feet high, this wall. There's a archway that leads across, up above. Again, there's some tiles that jut out. This is you will need to find a way to get to the top. How do your characters do this?
Okay. Into the ground to keep it in place. She'll shout down. You guys should be good to climb up. Stonebreaker has the rope in pretty good place.
All right, Takshan, you may do the roll now. I will not roll for Samson and Ishmael. They'll just roll a flat success.
Ooh.
All right. The DC is slightly lower because there is rope to help you along. So, with Luft on your back, or maybe on Ishmael's back, you two make your way up, followed by Samson, and then lastly Ishmael, who, after like taking the keyblade out of the tiles and handing it to you, goes, "Thanks."
Yeah, well, it's all in a day's work. Let's continue on.
And as you do, the room past the archway that was leading at the top of this leads to a large expanse. What is essentially an ocean inside the pool rooms here. And out in the distance appears to be a lone ship. Now, getting to it does require a bit of swimming, so I will go ahead and transition us to the next scene.
Well, swimming over there?
Yeah.
Or you just okay? Because I was gonna say, because Lucy could just.
Oh, did you want a glider form your way there?
I was thinking a glider because like Lucy doesn't want to swim.
Oh, fair enough. So
But
you...
she is able to carry one other person. So, who is who can't swim the worst besides her?
Probably Takshan.
Okay. Takshan, do you consent to getting on Lucy's glider?
Sure, Takshan has no reservations about it.
Wonderful. It smells like apples.
I love apple.
Takshan was they get on board, he'll just unsummon and resummon.
Love.
But Lucy's not going on ahead. She's staying with Ishmael and Samson just to make sure that they don't fucking drown. Yeah, because she didn't want to just board without them knowing, or at least that's what Lucy is thinking. And Lucy will say, she'll just kind of scream out, "Is anybody on board this ship looking for safe refuge?"
And after a moment, you hear a door opening on the other side. You see a figure, a male masculine figure, approach, long pink hair.
Is that Kekuin?
No. You see a male figure, long pink hair, similar to you, Lucia, but with a bit of a there's a bit of a smug aura about this person. You're not sure if you'll like it. They kind of wave over and they say, travelers, yeah, come aboard.
Right, and Lucia will get on and unsummon the glider and help Samson and Ishmael up.
Can't say it's our ship, but it was left empty, so thought we'd commandeer it.
Okay. Well, and she looks down the hand and say, "Well, name's Lucia, and we are with the Ashari Cloudspire Academy."
Ooh, Ashari. No wonder that armor's so fanciful.
Where are you headed?
Funny that you say, probably the same location you're headed to, Lukewarm Hotel. But it appears we aren't the best swimmers, nor can we breathe underwater for well over an hour, so looking for adventuring out that way. And he points eastward, because you guys came from the southwest, and this long tunnel extends, this large expanse, almost ocean-wide. You can see in the very distance, the walls of the pool rooms, but for the purposes of estimating the size, it's almost like an ocean expanse.
You mentioned that you said hour. Who else is with you?
Oh, my little sister Alina. She's currently sleeping right now. She's in the cabin.
Okay. Gotcha. Wouldn't want to disturb her.
Well, I'll tell you right now, we're facing a bit of a problem at the moment. We can't get the ship to actually start up. If you have any skills regarding that, we could use your help.
Percy, what sort of skills is he looking for?
Crafting. Alternatively, looking a bit further into it, you could use other skills.
Like what?
Only one to find out upon looking at it.
Well, I'm not the best when it comes to, mechanical stuff, but I can probably take a look at it.
I'll go right ahead, Lucia.
Where is it?
And he'll point you over. Just walk this way into the deck.
What's up with this room?
Make a secret perception check.
I'm going to roll a secret perception check, because I don't trust you.
Nothing appears to be out of the ordinary. It does look like there are signs of someone inhabiting this cabin for a few days. Little bits of open canned food, bottles of plastic water bottles laid about, a very haphazardly wrapped up trash bin.
What the fuck?
What?
It's a plink woman in there.
It's a plink woman?
Yeah, I'm just having Takshan walk through it.
He looked at the plink. He looked at the plink woman sleeping.
Oh, I gotta see the plink woman sleeping now. Hold on.
There's a window where I'm.
Oh my god, there's a plink woman sleeping.
She's on the upper bunk. Because this looks like it's run by... It's hydro-powered. Redirecting the water in certain directions could force the mechanisms to cease locking up, and therefore getting the gears to continue moving to generate power. Takshan could aid you, and you can make a regular roll if need be.
Takshan, how good is your crafting? Or how good are you with the machines? I don't want to make assumptions, but
I think I can figure it out. I used to be invited to a workshop every now and then by one of my uncles.
all right. Well, let's see if we can just get the water kind of working first. She's going to point she's going to take her keyblade and point it at the what you were talking about, Percy, and she's going to attempt nature to try and fuck around with it. Toxo, please aid me.
Yeah, please aid Lucia Vethier.
Please give me your
Aye.
aids. You know what? I got one to spare. I will re-roll it just to see what I can do.
That will succeed. The DC
Oh!
is 20.
Oh, thank God.
You go ahead, and using your physical keyblade to kind of unstuck the one of the cogs. You go ahead and use the bit of keyblade magic to kind of pinpoint, like almost like a laser, kind of like how when Sora shoots like a light into the keyholes.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like that, where you're kind of blasting it with a little bit of light magic, kind of getting rid of the gunk and what appears to be oil, like tar, just like solidified, unfortunately.
Gross.
And you can see the water rushing in to move the mechanisms, and you hear the ship make an audible chugging noise as the ship kind of rocks a little bit, as you can hear the ship fully operational now.
You took the crystals.
No, I did not. I'm currently chasing after the ones who did.
Oh, do you know what they look like?
Some of them look amphibious, maybe a little aquatic.
Mm-hmm.
Humanoid, but one of them I know for a fact was riding some sort of eel creature.
Right. Okay. Hey, did you happen to see a mouse beastkin by chance, by the way?
Mouse beastkin. I think he might be this way, actually. Was carrying a sword on him, a little small.
Right,
Seemed like he was
right.
directing some of the others.
Okay. Well, if he's in this direction, then we're going in the right direction.
You got a little grudge against him?
Well, he's a Percy society on Kirandar, if I know anything about him.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, but you say you're looking for the maps. I think there were some in the actual. I'm sure you saw them in the actual deck area. But that should be everything. You should be good to pilot it all nice and good now.
All right. I mean, I'm no pilot, so I could, or maybe some of the two handsome men over there, but.
Percy, what is the check to drive the boat?
Oh, this would be like a separate thing entirely, but if I had to assume, this would probably be like a crafting check, maybe.
I was able to unstuck the gunk from the fucking cog, so I'm not the most mechanically capable person.
Oh no, don't
Obviously.
worry, darling. I can tell from how you look.
Thanks.
And you can see Kieran almost like holding a laugh, but not like expired fish. It doesn't appear to be anything.
Oh.
Luft jumps in.
I'm grabbing Luft by the collar and dragging her out, and then closing the door and say, Luft, I don't think you're gonna want to eat that. No, don't talk back to me. Hey, get out of there. And she's gonna like pull him out and just kind of close it and say, that fish is gonna be bad for you. It's probably rotten. It's nasty.
Samson kind of pokes in, looks inside for a bit, comes out. Yeah, some of the fish is bad, some of it's good though. I think this is a transportation ship. And if it's meant to go to the Lukewarm Hotel, I suppose it's like a food ship.
Right. No, we wouldn't want to mess with their food supply, though, would we?
Samson looks at Luft.
Takshan, make sure Luft doesn't eat any of the fish that's in the storage. No. She's gonna like scratch Luft's head. She's gonna go over here.
Samson kind of sneaks a single fish into Luft's mouth.
I can't stop him all the time. Yeah, Lucy's just gonna, I don't know, take off her arm, like, get her, like, not, I guess take off the armor, like, kind of like tap her shoulder, like the armor kind of like
Dissipate.
Dissipate, and she'll just, I don't know, lean over the side of the ship and just watch the waves, because waves.
Gotcha.
That's the type of guy I hate. Needless to say, not a fan of him, but yeah, we can ally ourselves with him for now, but didn't really leave a good taste in my mouth.
Why is that?
I have a, instinctive distrust of people who are like that, overconfident, full of themselves,
Aren't you
think
like that?
themselves. Hmm? Oh, true, absolutely. But I don't think I'm better than anyone. I don't place myself above others on a pedestal like I'm sure he does. Granted, these are all just assumptions. I don't want to, be too mean to him.
Yeah, you can't never trust a pretty face.
Well, you can trust me.
Still debatable.
Percy, what did I do?
He'll point to your boob. He'll like press a finger against your boob.
This?
Among other things, yeah.
What's wrong with this? I just want to be able to breathe clearly.
Well, you got a bigger robe. You're just showing off the goods now.
The bigger robes did nothing, Ishmael. But
Yeah, I can clearly tell.
But if it will help you, and Lucia will zip up, she'll zip up.
I mean, you
robe.
can keep it unzipped for now, from my side.
No, Ishmael. No, I want to be more leader-like. I want to be an example to follow. So it's okay. I understand.
Yeah. It's true. Hard to take you as a leader with your tits out. Not that I'm complaining, though.
I'm sure you're not.
He'll kind of slap your chest lightly.
Ow, don't hit me. Don't hit me.
I remember you. I think you. Were you live streaming?
Oh,
The one-
yeah. That was you, yeah.
I was. Can't say I appreciate it too much, but at least you enjoyed the meal.
Well, I mean, you're a master chef. I am a very hungry girl, so,
Pretty sure I'm only trained, but sure.
And, whatever.
Actually, pull out a spot from the spacious pouch and begin. And then gathering in, or like, he'll mentally command Luft to grab a fish and not eat it.
It's very difficult for Luft not just to chomp into it. Fry biscuits and meats to the side that will add as like supplementary food, but the fish is the mainstay.
It's the main dish.
Yeah, and maybe like I don't know, like adding a little bit of butter on the pan.
Has the smell hit outside of
Oh, absolutely.
deck? Lucia will sniff the air and go, "Oh shit, Ishmael, it's lunchtime.
And,
I smell that."
let's go.
Tachan's cook it.
Yeah, let's go eat. He'll slap your chest once more. You'll see. Yeah, let's go eat.
Okay. Look, can we not slap my chest? Thank you.
He'll slap your chest again.
Ooh, Takshan, what you making?
I took some of that fish, and now I'm making some fish and shit. No, it wouldn't make sense. It's here. Hold on. I'm going through a bunch of fish recipes right now.
No, you're good. You're
Right
good.
there.
Adopted condolences.
Oh my god. I'm going to sit across the table and say, adopted and forced to live in Rainhold like the first like
Oh my
9
god.
years of my
Rain
life.
hold too? Oh my god. She places a hand on top of your head.
I feel really connected to you right now. I
I think we should pass. We should follow each other on Chirper.
Oh yeah. What's your handle?
She'll give you your handle.
I'm gonna. Do I already follow him because they're like already kind of big?
I leave it up to you.
Do they follow me?
1 for yes, 2 for no. Let's find out. They have not followed you before.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Lucia will. I'll say Lucia does not know them. We'll follow them and say, well, let's see. Well, it's nice to meet you. What's your
Alina
name?
Dara.
Alina Dara. Okay, name's Lucia.
Proper kitchen.
Yeah, I mean, let's dig in. And she'll take a nice bite. We'll look to Alina and say, so, what are you and your brother going to the hotel for?
Oh. She kind of wipes her mouth. She goes, Honestly, I forgot. I think he knows, but honestly, there for the cloud. Can you imagine, like, getting, like, I currently have my phone off right now, and right now the signal's kind of off in the area, so I can't live stream, but...
Pool room signal's always kind of fucky.
Yeah. And, listen, live streaming to the audience about getting to the hotel. It's a beautiful place. You know, I think my brother's there for a specific mission, but, you know, I'm just kind of chilling.
I like you, Alina. I vibe with you.
I vibe with you,
vibe
too.
with you.
Well, unless you want to.
She'll raise an eyebrow, and did you say that in like a low-tone whisper?
Yeah. And then he'll say it more loud, like slightly louder. I know you want to keep that in private.
Well, lucky for you, Takshan. With the messenger's ring lesser, Lucy will message you, and in your mind, you'll hear her say, "Takshan, you don't gotta worry. You don't gotta worry about me, Takshan. I think I got under control. It'll be all good. Thank you for your concern, though.
All good.
I will say, Takshan, you get a quick glance. You see Alina kind of raising her eyebrows at Ishmael. Ishmael's kind of waving. He's got a little cracking a little smile. And the two of you finish your exchange.
All right, I gotta step outside for a moment. Well, Alina, it was nice to meet you. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, see you around, Lucy.
And she's gonna boop her nose.
Duh. I'm eating fish. Don't boop me now.
Hold on. Telekinetic can't boop her nose again. I'm gonna walk out.
Oh, the gall on this girl. I like her.
I'm gonna step outside and go get a decent bit away, and then speak into the stone softly. You know, the information that they have gathered about where they are now, and like the status of where they are, and Ren Lo, and how he's a super deb.
Gotcha. Send out all this very important information. No message just yet.
That's okay. Now you got plenty to say. Like what?
Oh. Anything. What's on your mind?
Oh, roll. No, I was just curious what you and your sister were heading on your way to the pool rooms for. Sorry, not the pool. I mean, the Lukewarm Hotel. Not bad.
Ah. Well, currently trying to visit another sibling, let's say.
Another sibling?
Yeah.
Percy, is there another society check to think about who the other sibling could be?
Unfortunately, there is no other.
Okay.
It appears Alina's the only, like, big named.
They have big named one, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Also, fucked up. I think, wait. I forget how many followers we fucking decided Lucia has.
I think you said 100K?
Has...
She has 120K.
Damn it, this bitch. She's bigger than me.
But you were pretty handy with the Keyblade. You got the ship worked out. You may not be a mechanic, but you were something better.
Yeah, well, I try to make do with the hand that I'm played.
And darling, you've been playing with a good hand so far. And he will boop your nose.
Lucy's gonna scratch her nose where he like booped her.
He'll boop you again.
Okay, stop.
You were doing that with sister. It's only fair game.
Okay, fine.
He'll boop again.
Okay, that was your last one. I only booped her twice.
He'll boop again.
Are you quite done?
He'll boop again.
You and your sister are fun people, so. I always found card games to be kind of soothing and relaxing, especially playing them here in the pool rooms. The air that kind of like bounces off of the actual pool room's water kind of, gives its own little stress relief.
Hold on, I don't know say. I think a lot of people here find a little stress here. No doubt that Takshan boy, he's quite stressed out, isn't he? But there's a nice soothing effect here.
It's just, I'm feeling the soothing effect personally. Well, Takshan is. He just wants to get this mission done and over with, and I can't say I don't blame him. But it's just a very big. It's very different for him. I had known about the Poolrooms and Sublimity for a good bit now. It was my own like little reading in my own time, in my own downtime. But this is all new for him. I guess it comes as a shock.
So, I'm just a little curious. Is Takshan, he's just by his boat lonesome, right? You're not seeing anyone? Because I noticed you're in a relationship. So I thought I'd ask.
And she's gonna begin like kind of like dealing out the next hand of cards, and still say, "Kieran, are you trying to get with Takshan? Is that what I'm hearing?"
No, I like being on the know with like romantic relationships and so.
I see. Well, at least from as far as I'm concerned, Takshan doesn't have any interest in that sort of thing.
What a shame. I think any sort of lucky person would be very lucky to have someone who can cook for them.
Yeah. You think that, and she thinks back to neither her or Isaac have ever cooked for each other. They've only ever ordered takeout.
Yeah, absolutely. Or eaten Sarai's cooking. Really pretty cat.
I'll see what you're getting at. I mean, what about yourself? Do you let your lineage define you?
Still figuring that out, actually.
That's so.
Yeah, I think some of my family's undead, so like there's a weird like disconnect between like us and them.
Really? You don't look very undead.
Well, I'm not undead. At least I think I'm not undead, but I'm pretty sure my brother isn't either. Well, you know, like some of them may be vampires. You know, some of them might suck blood, but you know.
God, if I was playing anyone else, it would be. And what do you suck? Family for quite a while, actually.
Oh.
I only left somewhere. What was it now? 20.
So how old are you?
25.
25. Oh my God, you're pushing 30.
He pinches his nose. The bridge of his nose is. It's not really.
You're an old man. I can't believe it.
How old are you even?
Oh, I think 20. Yeah.
So you don't have to. I've been considering this rumor, and I don't like withholding it, or information too much, but I've heard that you might not exactly be what you present yourself as. I would, but I've not really delved into experimenting with that, and I am quite afraid of hurting myself.
You know, I could always round it out for you.
No thanks.
Okay.
To that.
Just round his shoulder back to sitting down.
Don't rub out my nose.
But thank you for the meal. It was very delicious. Better than anything I could cook up.
No problem. I always serve anyone who's hungry.
She looks at her phone. She goes, you know, the moment I have connection, I'm gonna chirp it out. I'm gonna let them know that. What's your name, Takshan?
Sure, that's it.
I'll let my followers know that you make some incredible food.
Consider cities. I don't know if I want that fame right now.
He narrows his eyebrows. He goes, I don't think.
You can choose to believe me if you want to.
I don't think it's in your nature, but I do believe you.
Kieran, how can you say that? We just met each other like an hour ago.
Not just gut instinct. With the way that... How low you made your zipper there.
Oh my God, okay. I don't do it because I'm looking for attention or anything. I'm doing it because these robes are always too fucking tight.
Mm-hmm.
And I gotta let my babies breathe, you know?
Mm-hmm. He has a smug look on him.
Well, whatever. Fucking stare all you want, I don't care.
To that territory quite yet. Here.
Mm-hmm. Well, Lucia will come in and say, so, Lena, you have a lot of followers. I have a lot of followers.
Yeah.
You want to do a collaboration or something while we're here?
That would be so cool. Yeah.
Dude, okay. What cool thing is there to do on the ship?
Fishing. I think we could do a little like climbing around. Trying to think. I'm not really quite good at this.
Ooh, actually, Percy, would it be possible to fish using strike rate? where I throw it into the water and it comes back to me with the fish on it.
It's possible.
Lucy's gonna say, "Get your data pad ready. I want to try something." Someone shut the door.
It's kind of like moving about. She goes, "Whoa! Look at that."
Dude, I hope Rath was recording. I hope she knew the plan.
Dude, don't worry. She had it recorded.
Dude, it's okay. Lucy's gonna look to Takshan and be like, "Takshan, I got dinner for tonight, or the next meal."
Luft grabs it out of your hand.
What sort of fish did I catch?
A bass.
Luft? It's gonna be our food later. You can't.
No, I already caught another.
Oh, huh. Okay, good. Well, that was a resounding success. I wasn't, never actually tried that before. I was kind of going off a whim.
Alina's phone is like on you, and then it goes into Luft. And Luft is getting pets from Samson.
Percy, it's very important. She unzipped her robe just a little bit more before heading out.
Don't worry, Kieran can tell. Runes, you can summon the elements, all of them, which is unheard of, but
That's quite scary.
and the runes themselves, I mean, he's posted pictures of him flexing and stuff, which, a little gaudy, but gets the message across.
Guess so.
They're already giving him a nickname, the Rune-Marked King. And, the latest news is that, he was up in Hope Haven and he cleared out some of the goblins and some of the gremlins and fairies that were tagging along with the King of the Cavern.
Really now?
Yeah, he's been cleaning up and killing them. He's getting a lot of the highlights.
Well, I guess I imagine that this election is going to be a landslide victory then, if he's doing this much work to keep his name, get his name out there.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Summoning all four, or all major elements like that.
Yeah, that is peculiar. Is it really something, to make someone distrustworthy, untrustworthy?
Well, he's claiming he's a chosen from the gods. That he's his birth was special. And granted, he's a powerful guy. I mean, he can summon earth, air, water, and fire.
Right, okay. I see where you're coming from now. And I guess with this information, I'm on board with you on that. Anyone who claims that, their birth is special, quote unquote, there are a couple of screws loose in the head.
I mean, hey, you're dating someone who's to act as special, right?
That's different. And Lucy will laugh and say, because he's not parading around the fact that, he is the chosen one or whatnot. That's kind of... She's going to sheepishly look at the ground and then look up and say, that's kind of... The whole process thing is kind of why I'm being a little more doty on him. I don't want his mind to be clouded with the dangers and the worries that would come with... that do come with, his prophecy and being the chosen one and everything. I try to do my best to distract him from such thoughts.
If I didn't know you any better, I would have thought you were a succubus sent to distract my brother.
That's what I believe Ishmael is under the same assumption, but
Yeah, no, you were doting on him from the beginning.
I mean, couldn't help myself. Yeah, the whole read and say, and he had. I initially went for a second premonition, a second future telling, and I was specifically told I would be consort to Isaac.
All right.
Yeah,
Happy for you.
Yeah, well, this is still. I mean, not gonna lie, I'm still trying to process that. Like, the idea of something like that to me right now. I mean, I'm only 19, right? I don't know. It's just I don't know. I guess a lot for me to actually take in.
Understandably. Have you asked Takshan how he feels about it?
I can make my own assumptions from what he had already spoken to us about, and I'm sure you can tell from his own nature. He doesn't like the prophecy one bit. I can't blame him. I mean, someone like him being partly responsible for the lives of 7 billion people. It's a lot.
I can't really quite get a read of him. He's managed to talk down from what Ishmael was saying. Managed to get him to back out of some conflicts here.
Well,
Might be the best pacifist around.
He's certainly talented with his words. But fate isn't absolute. Fate can be changed. There's stories about that happening all the time. The lives of 7 billion people. Maybe a lot of people can be saved and a bunch of crises diverted because of Takshan speaking. Maybe 7 billion turns into 7 million or even less than that.
He takes a moment to nod and kind of looks out. Looks out to the waves. I appreciate you chatting with me. This is one of the most favored gods among your organization, but I find when it comes to gods, you worship the ones that are most relevant and most closest to the land that you are in.
So, you would say your choice in God is more fluid?
Of course. I feel as though having a strict alignment or label is impractical. I can understand devotion to a single deity or a group of deities. Maybe loyalty to a community who worships or is belonging to a sect. But I find that cultures thrive and people are more free when they're allowed to stray from their family's own perspectives a little bit, if you catch my drift.
Naturally.
Trying to
Big understanding.
allow a sort of a trade agreement between the city and the Rayn Clan. They keep to themselves mostly. Quite isolationist. And maybe it would benefit people in the city, or the people of the Rayn Clan, if perhaps a connection could be made by Her Majesty Grand Princess Griselda's kingdom and David Rayn's hotel.
Tell you what, how about you try to reason a deal with David to hand over his rights to the siblings? Kind of what we're trying to do here.
Excuse me, you're trying to do what?
I mean, come on. We're trying to make sure it goes to its rightful owner, eh? But you're saying one of them boys is a hero.
I'm gonna rub his chin a little bit thoughtfully, purse his lips a little. So, okay, Mr. Vanamohan, I'll take your words into consideration, truly. You are fascinating. Can't quite pinpoint you as a person. You're a cook, you're an Ashari, you're a summoner. What are you, exactly? I know what Lucia is, but I can't get the same reading on you.
And he'll look out and rest against the railing and just, I don't know. Suppose almost a pacifist. Suppose we haven't seen it really. Might have heard about it.
Very well. Keep an eye out. These creatures strike at night. Could I rely on you to keep a night watch? To be honest with you, I can't quite tell with how beautiful my face looks, but I'm a little exhausted. Keeping up watch for my sister.
That's all fine and good. Sure.
Thank
Loft
you.
got dark vision enough for the both of us. That's my summon.
Thank you, truly. Mr. Vanamohan, you are a reliable person, and I'm happy to have stumbled upon you and Miss Lucia Bethier and the Rayn siblings when we did.
How does he know my last name? I didn't give it to him. Damn politicians. He did or I did?
Suppose. Actually, he seemed to know about you, so I suppose he did.
That's just great. Well, regardless, we're gonna keep a watch, right?
Alright. Actually, to be specific, he did mention your last name.
Well, I never gave him my last name.
I know, that's why I bring it up now, because remember you never actually told us before we found out ourselves.
Yeah. Well, that's something I can ask him about tomorrow morning. Ain't that right?
Well,
Regardless, Samson, Ishmael, we're gonna be taking rest here in a moment. We're gonna set up watches. I was just asking a question, Ishmael. I wasn't trying to offend you in any way.
I may have considered it. It looks away.
Well, no, I just prefer to sleep with someone at night, so if you don't mind, could we share a bedroll? Or at least share a spot?
You want to sleep together again?
Yeah? Why, do you have a qualm against that?
No,
I
it's just not a qualm at all.
Okay. Lucia will cuddle up into Ishmael's arm. She likes to be held when she sleeps, and then she's gonna probably fall asleep.
Absolutely. And he is bigger and more muscly, significantly so, than Isaac. Isaac is a little soft.
I miss my soft pillow.
Your soft bear.
yeah.
So let's see. Okay, so Samson's the bottom. Poor Samson. Ishmael the top. Takshaw and Lucia. Okay. As Wilfred can't quite see into the dark, and shouts out, "You should have never ventured into the Poolrooms, children." And he will step on the ship and begin to cast a spell.
Dick talk from a mouse.
Pistol, yeah, okay. Samson's going to move right here. And, He said, Alright. Samson's gonna move right here and attempt to... Is there a... There's no penalty to shooting up front, right? Or is that was only a 5e, okay. Samson's gonna run up and try and shoot this man.
Very well. Oh my god.
Dude.
Gun crit!
That is half his HP.
And he's going
Samson
to,
goes to his, puts the gun to the back of his chest and blasts.
I like to imagine Samson kind of like struts up, taps the Ziriac on his shoulder, turns around and shoots him right in the fucking forehead.
Well, absolutely, he is very smug about that.
And he's going to go for a mace strike against him
Go for it.
for his last action.
That will hit because he's off guard.
Dude.
Just is near death.
Samson the goat!
Samson! You're just like Sarah, dude. Ishmael and Isaac suck balls! That would take enough out of the fight for... which would turn Takshan into just a regular ass caster. But I don't have any other choice, so Sever Conduit. It means that I take no damage, but Luft can't be summoned for a minute.
Luft looks at you. Meow. Wilfred looks flabbergasted. He goes, what? Damn, summoner. He's gonna fire last one on Samson.
There's some precautions.
What did I do, man? I didn't do nothing.
Oh.
I didn't do anything, man.
Why is it crit on Luft but miss?
Dude.
I didn't do anything, man. What the fuck?
Dude, Takshan has been doing nothing but tanking crits like hell.
Dude, I'm so sorry, Yosef. You are you're the strongest.
We love him
tank.
for that. We love him for that. Don't worry.
That will succeed. You are grabbed.
Ooh,
Last. He's grabbed you by his jaws. He's gonna make a slash attack against you now. And that will also hit because you're off
because I'm
guard.
off guard, yeah. Ooh.
As this otter creature just stabbing you across the the legs. And that will end its turn. Ishmael Rin.
Alright.
He has a net on him. But it's only slowing down his movement and giving him off guard.
He's near death.
Let's try one action. Let's see. Yes. He has gate attenuator. Yeah. Got that shit on.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
He wouldn't be off guard, but he would still be crit.
Okay. That is... Wait. Am I rolling with the right one? What the fuck? Whatever. Oh no, I'm not next time. Dude.
How does Ishmael want to do this?
Dude, I imagine the brutal, rugged man he is. Sends it's a piercing damage, so it sends it straight through its head.
And it
Just
with enough
a
force.
massive boulder.
Yeah, it just it kind of goes 90 degrees because his body just crunches up from the speed. And it just kind of plops, and its glow is no longer emitting. But... but you have critted this creature.
Yeah, I have.
Two? How do you want
Wow.
to do this?
Anyway, yeah, so it has me. So the first, kind of like how she did it back in the back at the warehouse. She's going to kind of firmly plant her feet into the floorboards, kind of cracking a little bit, and she's going to. The first swing is going to be her slamming down onto the onto the otter. Its teeth kind of breaking into the armor. I want to say with that, it's gonna loosen its grip, and Lucy's just going to take her keyblade and just kind of, with the force of hitting it, pry it off of her and just kind of toss it to the side.
And it falls pathetically to your might. He's in
That
a
armor
box.
is
By the way, the way he stances up is stand, so he's trying to duck and weave, and he's getting really messed up. It is Samson's turn.
Yeah. Let's see. How much movement does this bitch ass have? Oh, first of all, first action reload. All right, now that's out of the way.
I mean,
Probably just gonna fire into the eel.
Yeah, because
He's gonna the eel. Oh yeah, it is. Off guard that bitch.
Very well.
Because it cannot see shit.
Yeah, and Samson is going to fire into the eel.
Oh my god. At the beat drop.
Oh my god.
The peach.
Fire riding.
All
ones.
No.
I rolled my ass.
No.
And he's gonna reload at his last action. Eel is going to pose a threat because Lucia was told, it was her and Karen Is it Kieran? I
Kieran.
forget if it's Kieran.
Kieran.
Yeah. Because Kieran had mentioned how, or something had mentioned how something was riding an eel or a moray, or like, you know, this aquatic creature. So she's assuming if we take this thing out, Wilfred is stuck here. So Lucia with one big swing is going to jump up and clobber the head, like one of the heads of the moray eel. It's like one big downward dunk.
And as it does so, it kind of like lashes out for a second before its spasm ends as it flops on the wooden floorboards.
Come with us peacefully. We won't have to knock you unconscious.
With his sword raised, you get a +1 to diplomacy as he is realizing he has lost 3 of his companions in this fight.
Get fucked, lol.
He's gonna look. And you get the feeling he might not back down until either this creature is dead or killed. But you know that for a certainty now. That he is.
But now that I know that for a certainty, that he is hell bent on this fight.
Until either he gets knocked out or this creature is incapacitated.
Yeah, Lucia is just turning her full attention towards Wilfred now.
An invisible wall, so the sun line of sight is a little bit longer. I'm gonna go do this.
Yeah, I gotcha. Anyway, gonna shoot him.
Go ahead. It's gonna hit. I like how Samson has taken no damage and has just been sauntering around shooting people.
Yeah.
I don't think he has ever missed.
Yes.
No, he hasn't. He's pretty good, and he's gonna go for a. He's gonna smack him.
No way, because he's off guard and he's a rogue, so.
He's so fucking good.
Let's sneak attack.
And max damage.
Why is the one NPC character doing well?
Nah, it's fine. Dude, it's good. It's a good narrative.
Yeah, I mean, he's.
The Rayn siblings truly are destined for greatness.
Anyway,
I think my foundry does yearn for pre-made characters. Because for some reason.
It must be crafted by your hands.
2 times this, because this is the precision.
2?
So an extra 2 damage.
And he's also got the crushing effect on him.
Yeah. I don't want to knock him. Do I have to? I mean, it says crit specialization. You knock the target up to 10 feet.
That's up to you. That's up to you.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. So yeah, Lucy is just going to kind of ready. She's gonna rip the net off of her, kind of kick it to the side, and then I'll say she'll combine the movement and the earth-shattering strike to where she'll kind of place the Keyblade behind her, and in one swift motion just dashes and delivers a very hard strike into his ribs.
And he's just like, oh! As he was taken by surprise by your swiftness, followed by the precision of your strike. He is wearing like a little steel helmet that's like formed in the shape of a mouse head, but you struck in a weak point in his armor, his chest.
I always come back.
So quite literally, Lucia and Ishmael are jumping his ass. Right, as you know, like Ishmael delivers like one punch to his gut, and as he's like reeling back, Lucia delivers a strike to his back, and ultimately, a few strikes like that happens, and ultimately, Lucia is going to hold her Keyblade. Fuck. This is okay. So you know how Ventus holds his Keyblade, Percy? Like kind of behind him. She's gonna swap her grip to that and just deliver like an uppercut, like Keyblade strike into Wilfred, into his jaw.
He will launch him up in the air a little bit before he collapses onto the ground. His sword is kind of scattering about, and his magic fades as he is knocked, bruised, unconscious.
This is gonna wilt away and then regrow.
Yeah. If you want to do like food flavor,
you should try to talk down the dude.
Yeah, but not before surrounding him with another scary looking thing. Alright. Alright, mate. End of the line here. Your mates are gone. You might as well give up yourself.
I'll make a diplomacy check with a +2.
Oh yeah.
Hola mola.
Dude.
Bro,
Gotta use that.
bro,
Heroic
bro.
point for that.
bro.
There you go. There you
I
go.
was about to say, this would be the second time you tried to do it in combat.
The Triton Trapper will indeed throw down his long spear and give up the fight.
Turn back now, right?
Ishmael
Go
nods.
back to that. Yeah, turn back and head back to that other portal now that we have this.
Ishmael says that would be the ideal route. Yeah, let's head back now. Now that we have the power crystal.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna walk over. I'm gonna go inform our good captain. She'll walk over.
You see
open the
Kieran's
door.
playing with Luft.
Cute little thing, isn't it?
Oh, our triumphant leader has returned.
Hmm. You guys okay? No one infiltrated the brig or the rooms here.
We're all fine back here. Again, thanks to your help. My sister and I are safe from the hands of these brigands.
Hey, all in a day's work. Just don't worry about it. I need you, and she's going to point to Kieran with her keyblade. You say, I need you to turn this thing around.
Did you have something we were looking for?
Mm-hmm. We found the thief that has taken the power crystal. And she's gonna kind of hold it and kind of shake it a bit.
Excellent work. Didn't expect anything less from the leader of an Ashari group. And someone as blessed as yourself.
I don't really think I'm blessed. It's just a lot of hard work.
Mm-hmm. Giggles to himself a little bit. Very well. He'll turn slowly, kind of crane the ship clockwise. Alina appears to be going through the footage and just saving it.
That I tried to keep all that information kind of under wraps when I entered the academy.
I'm a civil magistrate. I deal in secrets. And, darling, I do know it's an underworld. And a name like Vethier, especially with the revelation of your brother also being part of the Black Mirror, I'd put the two and two together. Your
Right.
secret's safe with me. I'm not about to flaunt your adoptive parents' ill-mannered and rather dark history.
She's gonna like kind of wave her hand and say, I don't care about any of that. They didn't even raise me to begin with, if I'm being honest. And I have nothing in common with my brother either. I'm my own person.
He'll give you this look. I'll say, indeed you are. And I'm glad you're here with us.
You know about my biological parents?
In a way, yes.
She'll exit the hug. Was he gonna say something else?
He raises your head, tilts your head up to him with your chin and says, if you're curious, stick by me, my sister. We have more to unravel together once we reach the hotel. Let's just say it's not a coincidence that we all have pink hair.
She's going to look at Luft and use her keyblade to kind of nudge Luft out of the room.
Dark Shan thinks
Get
to
out of here,
himself,
Luft.
man, it was getting interesting.
This keyblade, this outfit, it's just one facet of you, is it not?
What do you mean by that? I'm me, right?
Of course. Why would I doubt that?
What do you mean by facet then? This is part of me.
Well, yes, but I did hear that you were taking tenebrous magic. And I did not see that in that fight out there.
The fight didn't call for any tenebrous magic.
Of course, of course. My mistake.
Okay, she'll dismiss her all of her armor. Is there a sense of like a familiarity when he like puts his hand on my shoulder?
There was no role needed. Indeed, there does feel, you do feel some sort of kindred connection with him, and by extension, Alina.
This is... I assume you know more than what you're letting on right now.
I wouldn't want to distract you from your important Ashari mission, but I don't want to leave you entirely in darkness, despite the fact that you wield it.
Alright then. It was all just a joke. I thought they were all just jokes. I wasn't... There was no ill intention between me and Isaac. There was nothing.
Of course, it's your romance is pure and wholesome, to an extent. Not really wholesome. There's definitely some sort of sexual deviancy in you. I don't know what it is, but that's between you and him. Does it really matter what we are? I'm a magistrate, she's a streamer, and we're all heading to the Lukewarm Hotel, and we would love to have you along and strengthen our connection. I feel as though this was a missed opportunity in the past. I say we make up for the time lost.
I just gotta sit down and think about it for a moment and yeah, just think about it. But this has been interesting. I look forward to speaking with you two again about this, whenever we do have a chance to sit down.
Mm-hmm. He'll kind of weave a big grin at you before lowering himself and planting a little kiss on your cheek. I'll say, I can't compare to the one you most dearly love, but it was nice meeting you. I hope we get to learn more about each other soon.
Me too. This mystery is certainly piqued my interest, and she'll kind of back up and open the door and leave.
We'll transition over to talk, Sean.
Trying to make some deal with good old Davy. But before you get upset, I've convinced a man to look your way.
I'm not quite sure how to feel about that, but I know you have my best intentions at heart, so I trust you.
Well, you don't want... It doesn't seem like you want David to continue trade now. I don't think I've fully convinced him to give up on this pursuit. I mean, if you tell the politician that you would prefer he doesn't work with you, then I suppose it'll go the other way. But it's the best way without you literally taking David out of the picture.
I have no reason to resist.
We are sorry, and I'm by no means trying to take you away from your independence, but well, politics is gonna become one thing or another if you want to stick around to the Lukewarm Hotel.
I could say I agree with you wholeheartedly now. Like I said, I haven't been to the hotel in a couple of years. But I know, like I said, with you at my side and Lucia leading us, I don't... Good things will happen. One way or another. But will of gods.
Let's hope the gods shine their light upon us. Not an edge in on a politician so much as for the hotel.
Talk shot. Trust me. I've given you just the right amount of credit. Who knows? Maybe I'll give you more when we get to the hotel. Uncle David.
No need to push it, alright? Don't need any more.
Well, you don't want me to gas you up? He'll put his arm around you.
I'm just saying, you don't need to. If you ought to give me something, I suppose credit is better than a scroll. Hey.
I'll smile. He'll look at you and say, "You're a good man, Takshan. Let's get some dinner ready. And, we should probably throw out these bodies first before we eat. So the smell of it's gonna... We're gonna walk over. Help me, throw the bodies overboard."
Alright.
And,
You sound shaken up. Is there something wrong?
I've just got some troubling news about my personal life, and I'm just dealing with it right now. Just
I see.
mulling things over. I'll be fine.
Do you promise?
No, I can't promise that.
Very well. Please consult with Mr. Vanamohan. Young Takshan is... From the reports, and from others' observations, has good speaking skills. Please consult with him if you are feeling lost or down.
I'll speak with him eventually. I just kind of want to be alone for right now, but do you still want us to go to the Lukewarm Hotel?
Unless plans have changed. Yes, please continue your way to the Lukewarm Hotel. It is great news to know that you have apprehended one criminal who is responsible for the attack on Hope Haven and the pilfering of divine artifacts. You are getting close.
Okay. Well, I'll see you when we get out of here then.
One more thing.
Yes.
This Panemwe, they were using an alias. Not even an alias, they were using the name of another creature. Their true name is Asbiel. Be wary of him, should you encounter him again. I'll go ahead and spell out the name.
This will be duly noted, Professor Friend.
Very well. I will leave you to your own thoughts, Lucia.
Right. Well, over and out, and she'll kind of
Saturday.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, fuck
You know what? It's okay, because we're having to juggle fucking NPCs at the moment.
Yeah.
Maybe one if we're hunter.
Yes.
But the fucking National Guard is getting his ass. Actually, what does it do most of the time?
I think it's usually
It's
like scheduling issues, but I think today was because he was feeling sick.
I mean, yeah. Today's also not the usual day, so I could forgive that.
Yeah. Let me go ahead here. Takshan's not doing anything else other than just kind of relaxing at the moment. I will try.
Yeah,
I will go over to Samson. As Ishmael is kind of just staying to the keeping his back against sails and keeping an eye out. He'll probably go to sleep here soon in his bedroll.
That's exactly what she wanted. And she'll say, you know how all those, there are all those inside jokes we have with one another about how I'm just a succubus on poor little Isaac.
Yeah.
There's a good chance that there's some truth to that statement.
looks looks a little confounded. He goes, "You sure about that? I mean, those are just rumors. I mean, those are jokes and rumors, but."
Dara siblings. Kieran specifically said that he knew a lot about my biological
I think
parents.
that's the case. And if it was, I think I would have spotted it. I'm not saying this to be cocky. I'm saying if I felt if you were a succubus, I would have said something, right? He'll let go of your face.
I guess you're right. I don't know. I never knew anything about my biological parents. Hell, I didn't even know anything about the people that adopted me in Dex. Only figured out that they were, ruthless assassins about a couple of years ago. Same thing with him. And I don't know, I felt a sense of familiarity, like as if I was talking to another family member when I was speaking to those two. Things are adding up.
A black arrow pointing up in his right eye, an eight pointed star in his left eye, and it looks at you and says, "You're just fine. Promise you. You're no succubus."
What is that?
It raises shades up, and it looks like regular old eyes. Doesn't really matter. This conversation's about you. You're not a succubus, alright? You love my brother, and that love is genuine. You're like a sister-in-law to me, alright? He'll give you a reassuring squeeze.
I'll just have to... I'll speak with him when we get done dealing with
Estimates.
the Lukewarm Hotel.
That's what makes me a good PI. Before I attended to Cloudspire, to improve that a little bit more.
Okay.
And he'll kind of squeeze, because he's sitting to your right. He'll squeeze your right cheek. And then he'll boop your nose. He'll say, "You're Lucia Vethier. You're Nara Lulu, okay?"
That's right. When we get to the hotel, I'm probably gonna have an actual talk with Kieran and Alina.
Yeah.
But I guess my curiosity is just more piqued than anything. Thanks for talking with me, Samson.
Yeah.
I guess, she's probably gonna post it herself.
And then you
Not
can
the
send
one
him
about
like a
the
nude or
tag.
something afterward to mess with him.
I mean, I have a couple prepped probably.
Will you do?
Yeah.
As a PI, I'd have to take a close inspection of those, just to double check they are, top standard quality for my brother.
I mean, do you want to see my naked body?
It's for the private investigation.
Samson, and she'll just start laughing, and she'll say,
He'll have a big old grin.
"Sure, why not?" And she'll just. It's for the investigation, so
He lowers his shades. Whew.
Oh my god, you're not beating the allegations.
Yeah.
You and Ishmael oogling over me is just... I don't care, but it's just a bit weird, don't you think?
Well, you're a bit weird, right?
I'm not the strangest.
No, you definitely are, but on the stranger side of things.
Yeah. Well, thanks again for talking with me, Samson, and I guess consider what I showed you a little gift, I guess, for help for talking with me and helping me through some things.
And it's not even Saturnalia. I appreciate the gift.
Right, and she's going to she's going to turn around and start walking this way.
He'll sit down and continue finishing what's left of his vape pen.
Is it sleep yet?
Yeah, he's asleep. Samson's bedroll is still laid out, and then Takshan is also asleep.
Yeah. She's going to instinctively go to get into Ishmael's like bedroll. Think about what happened tonight, and zip up her robes, and then slip into the bedroll.
And as you find comfort in Ishmael's big warm body, Luft is also sleeping on top of Ishmael.
Dude, Ishmael's holding Lucy, Lucy's holding Luft.
Yeah. It's very cute. Samson recites an ancient proverb out into the ocean, out into the sea. With no one to hear him, he will return to his bedroll after finishing the rest of his vape pen. Everyone can go ahead and make a long rest, please. Samson's just got a shit-eating grin and goes, "Oh gods, if we weren't on a mission, get out of me right now."
Well, I mean, I do have healing magic.
No, it's Takshan. Prestidigitate, please.
Right on. He'll yeah, he'll do that and then cast it again to warm him up.
Oh, fuck. Just lean back against. He looks so upset at it. He's just upset at Samson.
Hey, can't be upset at him forever. And she's gonna go and she's gonna hug him, ease his emotions.
He accepts the hug. And after
And his emotions are manipulated. What?
No,
crazy.
I'm doing it unintentionally.
Dude, that's crazy. She's never beating the allegations. Alright.
Oh, Lucia, you seem quite energetic, even though it's, what, 7 in the morning.
Oh, no, I'm always like this in the morning. If you really want to see something funny, you should see me try and drag Isaac out of bed in the morning to do our morning workout.
Alright. I liked. Now that is something I'd like to see.
He takes some coaxing, but I mean, I gotta roll him out of coaxing. He's like, I have to like push him out of bed some mornings, but Takshan, can you come here real quick? Yes. Okay. Kind of talk to Ishmael too. Luft was still in the room, so you heard a little bit of the conversation, right? I assume.
We do share senses in many ways like that, yes. Don't know about that. For all I know, that romance is very real, and Takshan will pat her on the head.
He'll also
That's
pat
not what-
Lucy on the head.
Her hair is very soft.
Dude, he's like, you know that video of the cat where someone's like squeezing their head and they like meow? That's what this reminds me of.
I'm not gonna meow for you.
No, you're more of a dog anyway.
Isaac's
mean?
compared me to a golden retriever at times.
Yeah, no, Isaac's pretty accurate on that.
Yeah. I just wanted to tell the two of you because it didn't seem fair for me as, you know, you guys to be following my lead and me keep a secret like that. At least it wouldn't sit right with me.
That's alright.
Takshan, make a
I've never let
diplomacy
my
check with
lineage define who I am. I'm just gonna slap the Clock of Repute bonus on it. Same difference.
Yes,
Please.
alright. I'll lay off for now.
If I could please, could you just not, actually?
Yeah,
He's,
whatever. Some sad puppy dog eyes.
I'm not looking for pity here. I'm just. I just.
It's alright.
never
It's alright, Lucia. No need to talk to him, and then go on your way.
Yes. Well, yeah. Wait, is that Takshan telling me to fuck off?
Is Takshan pulling you away from Ishmael?
Oh, okay.
Because he's.
This must be always mean.
Not me.
And besides, I always just kind of had the need to sleep with someone or something.
That's true. You did do that with Tyad before.
It's mostly nothing, Ishmael. If anything, you just like looking at her regardless. So
It's true. She does have a very nice body.
I think, and she's going to. Her robe's already still zipped up from the night before, and she's gonna say, "I'll just have to get used to how tight it is here."
I mean, you can let those suckers free a little bit if you want.
No, I really shouldn't.
No, you really should. It's
Takshan will hand her the second cloak of repute he has. Yeah. Wilfred has one on him.
Oh,
can't
thank
help
you.
that.
Quick, use the give command. Thank you.
Pack your things, ready up.
All right, coach. we'll go around.
Piss off, mate.
Thanks, Takshan. You're a good friend. You know that?
I try to be. Remember, you are whoever you want to be. I mean, it's not even confirmed for anything. For all we know, you have the blood, but you don't have the powers, right? Or even if you did, I certainly don't feel a thing about it.
You know, that makes me feel all the more better. Thanks, Takshan. She's gonna give you a hug.
He'll rub her back.
And she'll exit the hug before realizing, oh, my stuff's over where Ishmael is too. She has to go over there anyway.
Those people. I mean, you can share it here. I mean,
Ishmael, do you just want to see my cleavage?
well, yeah.
God, it's okay. And she's going to return. Sorry, the Takshan love conversation is so funny, dude. I love it's so funny, but she'll just sigh and release, just zip it back down a little bit.
There you go. That's the Lucy I miss.
Is it the Lucy you miss or my tits you miss?
Yeah. Gonna let that trail off.
And hey, I was being. I know I'm joking around my chest. I was.
It's the condition. Right? I won't say any more about it. I get to slap your chest.
What sort of condition is that?
One I just made up.
And whatever. And she's going to zip it back down to where it was, so she's at pure comfort, and continue gathering her things.
Ishmael greatly approves.
Dude. This guy. we gotta. Nah, you know what? Ishmael is.
The weirdest motherfucker.
Dude. He is an Activision Blizzard employee.
Dude, you're like my stepsister. Anyway, let me see your tits.
Let me look at his. You'll let me see them memories.
You know what? Hold on.
I'm looking at milk bags.
I'm
I think it's the last one. So about 10 minutes before you reach the archway.
Okay. I don't know if the Ashari are gonna be there by the time we get there, but okay. But you can just go on ahead without us. We're just gonna do a simple exchange of prisoners, and then make our way to the portal.
Very well. Did you sleep well?
Yeah, I had. I'll be transparent. I talked some things out with my friend Samson, and I slept well. I had a sleeping on it. I guess I feel a little better. That was a lot of mixed emotions from last night.
Understandably, it was a lot to handle, but I'm glad you feel better now.
Yeah.
He will continue steering.
Alright, we got about 10 minutes.
And after a good bit, you guys make your way to the archway. And Ishmael will bring out the prisoners.
Good morning, Wilfred. Triton.
Wilfred just kind of grumbles a little bit. And Ishmael will push the two of them forward pretty roughly as the boarding plank is lowered, and you guys begin to make your way down across the archway. You will make the descent from the 20-foot high wall, like lowering down to the descending floor. And I'll go ahead and I'll transition us.
Mona, Una, how are y'all doing?
Killian responds, says, honestly, I'm doing quite well. This place is pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, once you get used to it.
Una
You guys think
shakes
that-
her head no, she goes, I don't like this place. And Mona says, I think it's very interesting from an architectural point of view.
Yeah. Yeah. The different levels of sublimity are, I mean, they're all quite fantastical. Like, we just came from what was essentially just a big ocean of pool water.
Whoa. Killian says, that's pretty cool. I mean, oh wait, and we're gonna cough. Right, prisoner exchange. You can hand those baddies over to us.
Right? Samson, this is a journal and it's just identification of a Rayn Low.
Huh.
There's a chance his brother might be here in Mistral, so
Yeah.
make sure this is safely returned to him.
Yeah, of course. Thank you. Anything else, Lucy?
Hey, and don't thank me. Thank you, really, for coming down here and grabbing these guys for us. But no, that's it for me.
All in the day of an Ashari, right? Alright, guys. Good luck. Godspeed. And Mona and Una will wave goodbye as well.
I will wave to them goodbye and say, and turn around to Samson and Ishmael and Takshan and say, all right, well. Sorry, me, the player, was yawning. Lucy will turn and say, all right, well, let's head out, guys.
Yeah, you might need to have someone hold on to Alina here, and she'll kind of look away shamefully.
Lucia will wrap her arm around Alina and say, just hold on to me. I'll make sure you get through it, okay?
Alright, yeah, sounds good. Unfortunately, I'm gonna make sure my phone's it's not water protected, so I just gotta really seal up in there.
Here, I can take it. I'll have some waterproof stuff in my bag. Percy, I'm gonna say she has waterproof stuff in her bag, otherwise she'd be ruined.
You know, the spacious pouches are water resistant. So you go ahead, she gives you the phone.
Alright. Well, no time like the present.
And thus, we will all move in. He's kind of like moving about like a dolphin. As you guys make your way, holding your breath, and kind of letting. Thankfully, this is only one tunnel. If this required multiple directions for those who could not see properly, this would have been a greater struggle. But Ishmael and Samson swim almost as if it becomes like second nature to them, like they're riding a bike. They swim quite gracefully and quite quickly, while the two of you plus Alina and Luft follow behind. And as you emerge, you kind of emerge from the water and kind of raise your heads to quickly consume air, and you find yourself through a small rush, dipping down a small little waterfall, maybe like 2 feet high, as you drop down into a smaller pool in this open natural landscape. That is where we'll end this session.